Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Closing in on kickoff for the Fiesta Bowl, Glendale is already rocking as you take a live look on the field. Both teams concluding their warm-ups, and we are just about set to tee it up in the Fiesta Bowl. Thanks for joining us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Now let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for all the
What up,
action.
people?
We'll see you at the half.
What did it do?
Today, we bring you the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl and what looks to be a high-energy matchup. Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
How am I the away team in this bowl?
And the fans are on their feet awaiting the start of this game as the players line up for the kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And they can forget about returning this one.
Yeah, F this year. F this year up, Cass. Should be in the playoff, but after round against Virginia.
Makes the catch and gets out of bounds.
I'll tell you something. I'm loving this quarterback's confidence more and more as this game goes on. He's really throwing the ball with some purpose.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 36. Brought down right around the 48-yard line.
He is such a good target, really anywhere on the field. But they like to get him the ball in short to medium range situations.
You like that? You like that?
Caught, open field. He goes out of bounds.
Spin the other way.
29-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
I mean, really, if the committee would have taken in the whole account of this year.
Under heavy pressure. Ball is loose. Fumble.
Ah,
Recovered by
son
the
of a
defense.
bitch. Nah, it should have been this year, but we'll see. It's set up to be, this team's set up to be in the playoffs.
He's at midfield. Tackle made at the 42.
Team set up, I just gotta not screw around with the computer. And be dumb.
42-yard line. It's 1st down. Missed tackle.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
24-yard line. Superb effort by the receiver to come down with that ball.
Well, this comes down to the timing
Nah, I
between
mean,
the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play.
Ohio State, who is Zeus, they switched mid-season and they deemed him ineligible, so he was the number 1. 2 is
From the
Texas,
24-yard line. First down.
3 Colorado, then 4 through 8.
Tries to pitch it
4
and now the
through
ball is
8
loose. They fall on it. Wow, very close to
didn't
turning
win
it
a
over, but
conference
they'll keep
champ,
possession of the football.
and I'm sitting at 9, won the ACC,
To play to the whistle.
and I guess we did the top 8 teams in the
From the 34-yard line.
in the
It's
playoffs.
second down.
But if you deem it Ohio State 1 ineligible, then it's gotta be the 9th team. So come on.
Now he's flushed and they got him.
Sometimes it's just a relentless pass rush that
So
results in a
UNC
sack.
got in.
That's what happened there.
And they didn't even represent the conference in the championship. I played NC State. So it's been fun, a little argument and debate on the Discord. All in good fun. Hopefully no one's had ill will towards each other.
It's always big when you can get in the way of a pass on third down because you know the offense is bringing it.
Wright is back deep to return the punt. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. This one will go into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20. The defense forced a turnover on downs on the last drive.
Hey, remember, you don't have to go for it on fourth down. The last time you had football, you went for it on fourth down, and you didn't convert. Just think about this.
Throws it a cover,
Gosh.
just picked off.
Dumb right now.
He's taken down at the 18-yard line.
But UNC gave Guapo a tough game.
From the 18-yard line. First down.
Tough. And then Texas TV destroyed Wisconsin. So yeah, I'm a little bitter and salty, but I didn't beat Virginia,
They're about 4 yards away
so
here on second
it's
down.
understandable.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
The thing I love about this guy is he can throw
But
the
we
ball,
might as well
he
try
can
to
run
set
it.
up
Man, that's hard to
user
stop.
playoff. That's my thing. It's good. Good. Enjoying it.
Zipped it out, and that was almost picked off.
God
I
bless.
know this quarterback trusts his arm and his receivers, but he's got to
Stuff
know
is
when
still
not to
everywhere.
throw the ball. He didn't have any
Still a little
room at all, and he's
unorganized.
lucky it wasn't intercepted.
The car issue that we had
It's second
threw
and
a
goal.
big wrench
7 yards
into
for the touchdown.
some of the morale.
Slings it. Touchdown, Knights.
The freak.
And he adds the extra point. So a 4-play, 18-yard drive, and they come away with a touchdown. So the score now, 7-0. They line up to kick this one away. He just drills this one. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Throws it into coverage, and it's intercepted. They'll bring him down right around the 26-yard line.
Terrible ass throw. Terrible.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. Central Florida is up 7. Strike to his receiver, no good.
That's a real danger. If he leaves too many passes short like that, sooner or later they're going to end up in the wrong set of hands.
He scrambled. And down he goes at the 25-yard line. Third down, and they need to get it to the 15. Oh, boy, almost intercepted.
Alright, we got too much talent for this team. Spot them 10.
Central Florida can make this a 2-possession game with this field goal. The kick is up, and he just drilled it from long range.
That one looked like cake for this kid. Chalk up 3 points for the offense.
10-0, UCF. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Excellent kick. And they can forget about returning this one. You know the offense will be looking to do better this time out.
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially.
Runs outside for a nice gain.
Weird.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Tries to fit in there, and it'll be intercepted. And he's tackled at the 46.
What the freak, dude? That's your fault, Duff. I guess the game is still PlayStation. I should have put the PlayStation.
Screen pass. He's got his halfback. Got some open field. He's at the 30, and they finally push him out at the 14-yard line. Now it's 1st and 10 after the big pass play. Touchdown, UCF. And he converts
We're
the
playing
extra
let
point.
down.
A quick 2-play, 46-yard drive, and they get it in for 7. The score now, 17-0. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. They need to show a little giddy-up now, because if they don't start eating into this deficit, they could easily fall out of the game. Tackle around the 33-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Quick throw. So they complete that for about 4 yards, and they'll pick up a first down.
Nothing special here. Quick pass and a good catch, but it keeps the chains moving.
It was a great read by the quarterback there to take the snap and throw it quickly to get the first.
Great job by the defense at getting after that quarterback. And right now, I think they've got him with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 37. It's 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 37. And he's level at the 48-yard line.
This passing game can be very effective if you don't
That
get
one
enough
off the
pressure on the
shoes.
quarterback. They use their personnel well and can be very tough to defend.
And the offense is looking to go with a hurry-up early in the game. Tries to thread the needle, and it's not going to work. He's tackled at the 50.
Look at that trajectory. Look at this
The
trajectory.
last thing they needed to happen was an interception. They're trying to fight to get back into this game, and to have that miscue, now it's really up to their defense to try to help them out.
1st and 10.
Freaking figure it out.
And they make the stop at the 49. And he gets a yard on the run.
Boy, this senior safety provides such solid run support. He stopped him in his tracks that time.
Tackle after a decent run up the gut.
I got too much talent doing this shit.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 45-yard line. They come out in a 5-wide set. Brought down around the 26-yard line.
How does man do that?
We've played one. UCF in front, 17-0.
Just got blitz.
Back to the action now here in the 2nd quarter.
Pewter's on one tonight.
He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line.
For me.
Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 26. And they get him in the backfield for a loss. So they wrapped him up before he could get anything going.
Yeah, there was nothing there on
Field
that
goal,
option.
field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal.
He steps out at the 21-yard line.
All right, let's go make this 27.
Fourth down. They'll call on the field goal unit here. The Knights had one of their key guys go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to return. It's up, and it's good. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 10. at the 30. Tackle made at the 42-yard line.
Duffy's been hit with some bad luck.
And for Duffy, it's been a rough night.
I think the reason he's struggling is because of the defense and the way the defense is mixing up their coverages. Let's give a lot of credit here to the defensive coordinator and the pressure that this defense has been able to apply on him, because they have really forced the mistakes that he's made.
Takes the grab and steps out right away.
First down.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 48.
And how the freak does he throw that so far?
The intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Golly, man.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 38. And he's taken down at the 33. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
Here they come. Room around the corner. He's pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Tackle made right around the 8-yard line.
That makes it 1st and goal.
Here's the halfback on the screen. He's taken down at the 7-yard line.
That brings it 2nd and goal.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete.
Not a great throw by the quarterback, but to be fair, that was pretty good coverage.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
The defense has really held their own the last 2 plays. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 7. Now he's scrambling. And he just gets rid of it.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Kicks away, and it splits the uprights.
Something on the board.
Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
They're not only the better football team on paper, as they've demonstrated today, they're the better team on the field today. And this offense has been outstanding.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. He's into the open field. And he's finally shoved out at the 44.
Why can't we tackle?
That makes it 1st and 10.
So we've got a first down after a great running play. Five yards there
This
for
is
the quarterback.
unbelievable, dude. Like, there's no way you should be breaking those tackles.
Nice run there as they work the outside. He keeps it on the option and picks up maybe 4. It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. They'll drop him for a loss. So he decides to hold on to it, and it goes nowhere.
Come on, miss it. Be short, miss it.
It's up, looks long enough, and he got it. Central Florida lines up for the kickoff.
Gotta go score touchdowns.
And he got all of this one. Great kick. And they can forget about returning this one. Things are on the verge of getting out of hand before we even hit the half. These next few drives are going to go a long way in determining what kind of game this will end up being. He makes his way out to about the 35, and that'll be a gain of 10 by the running back.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
He makes his way to about the 48.
It's great when a running attack comes through for the first down like this. It makes an offense so much more versatile.
And a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds.
First down.
Get out.
Throws incomplete, broken up. And he did a nice job breaking up that pass.
Well, he did a great job here of not
Good
risking a
tackle.
big gain. Instead, he just batted it down.
From the 41-yard line, it's 2nd down. They'll bring him down around the 18-yard line.
I like it. They're not afraid to try this defense over the middle. The quarterback saw man coverage and gave his receiver a chance to make a play. They picked up the first down. I wouldn't be surprised to see them come back to that play.
And he brings it down. What a play, and that is 1st and goal. And for Duffy, he's having one of this team's best passing seasons ever.
It's been a terrific campaign for this young man from day one. Breaking that record would be quite an honor.
Touchdown, Seminoles. And the quarterback stays on the field as they try for the 2-point conversion. Everybody bunched up tight defensively. Ward gets the carry. He's in for the conversion. Florida State kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Three points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another. gets a carry left side, and down he goes at about the 25-yard line.
The entire defense just collapsed on that run and got penetration into the backfield. Nice job by the safety to clean up the mess.
Looks like
The
ball's
Knights
on.
taking their first time out of the half. About 2 minutes before halftime. They'll bring him down for a loss on the play. That was well defended by this defense.
The offensive line is so concerned with their penetrating abilities that these linebackers are able to roam free and make plays like that.
He's on the run at the 30. And he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 23. So let's see how the defense responds now. It's first down and 10.
He should be there.
And he's tackled around the 8-yard line. The Knights use their second timeout. From the 8-yard line. Second down. And he hits him hard at the 5. 3 yards there on the option keeper.
And there's not much he could do to get away from the junior safety on that play.
Florida State's going to take their first time out of the half. Now he tries to buy some time. He gets sacked on the play. The Seminoles call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Absolutely perfect call by the defensive coordinator. He brought just the right amount of pressure from the right direction, and it seemed to confuse the offense.
It's fourth down. They'll line up for the field goal, and this is nothing more than a chip shot. Kicks up, and it is good. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Excellent kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
Brad, let's see if this offense can maintain the rhythm that they established on that last drive. Not just putting points on the board, but driving the length of the field to be able to eventually put points up. I think that's going to be important for them to try to keep that confidence going here on this drive.
Rolls to the right. Here comes the pressure. And they push him out at about the 43-yard line. It's first and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. And And he tackles him hard at the 46. The Seminoles using their third and last timeout.
Boy, Brad, that was a big hit on the quarterback. I'm going to be interested to see how he responds from this hit and whether or not he comes after his offensive lineman and challenges them to start playing a little bit better.
He's out of bounds around the 45-yard line.
That brings up 3rd and 12.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 33. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab. Quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. Going deep. Touchdown saving tackle, but it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That makes it 1st and goal.
They come out in a 5 wide set. Throws it, and it's tipped away.
You like that? You like that? That brings him 2nd and goal.
This is the 8th play of this drive. And he's level at the 21.
Freak.
As they head to the locker rooms, this one is far from over. The Knights in front by 15. And we welcome you back to the action here, just about set for the second half.
It's coming up through the middle.
He
Fix
just
that.
drills this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Golly, man. That sack was a killer.
They're set to go for another round. Makes it to the 37.
Can you please tackle? I'm just running through like I'm a brick. Doesn't make any sense.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 37. Here's the halfback. And they get nice yardage on that run.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Like bouncing off a brick wall. Still running.
Nice run there. They'll get a first down there on the play with the run from the tailback.
He took advantage of a powerful effort by his offensive line to turn that into a pretty big run.
1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. And they make the stop around the 42-yard
I don't
line.
understand.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Might as well go with tackle aggressive.
Fires out to his receiver. He's tackled around the 41-yard line. So he'll pick up the first down on that pass to the receiver.
They didn't need much, and they barely got it. That's cutting it pretty close.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 41. Tackled after a decent pickup.
I'm on aggressive, which he should hand the ball. Why is he not handing the ball?
Keeps his eye on it, makes the catch. And he's taken down at the 17-yard line.
You beat.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Tackle made around the 21-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 14.
From the 21-yard line, it's 2nd down. Now he's scrambling. He's got the corner. Sheds that one. He's taken down right around the 14-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. Gets rid of it quickly, and that was almost picked.
Johnson is the intended receiver on the play. That brings us 4th and 7.
So it's 4th down. So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3. The kick is up, and he got it.
Missed that pick.
Central Florida ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. And they can forget about returning this one. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. He gets hit out of bounds right around the 32-yard line.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Brought down at about the 39-yard line.
Makes the tackle at the 39-yard line. First down.
He fires left side. And he's got the junior. Tackle at the 25-yard line.
Makes the grab. Johnson makes the tackle at the 25-yard line. First down.
He's got to throw it in a hurry. They bring him down. There's sack number 4.
Well, he's being forced to make really quick decisions because he doesn't have any time to throw the ball. That's going to lead to turnovers.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's 2nd and long. A quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Quick throw out to the receiver. Good open field tackle.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. That makes Third and 11.
On the ball, on the ball. Jack, regular.
He might not be able to get the pass off. Decides to slide.
What is going on with this defense? I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense is doing a nice job with first downs and they're executing well, but the defense is just letting them maintain possession and move the ball right down the field. They've got to try to change things up with their scheme. Be more aggressive, attack, do some things to change it up, take some risks.
Dumps it complete to the halfback over the middle. So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the two-point conversion. He's got the two. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchdown.
Chopping wood.
And here we go with the offense ready to get things going again. They'll bring him down at the 36.
Dirty play, dude. It's a nice play.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 36. He fights forward to about the 39.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
That's a great tackle at the 41-yard line.
That'll make it 3rd and 5.
From their own 41-yard line. 3rd down. 5 guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. And he is drilled at the 41.
Can't get him off the field on 3rd down.
Got a man in and out of his hands.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. On the ground, right side. He gets out to about the 38-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down.
Switch.
And that one's incomplete.
Even though he didn't come up with it, that was a huge play because he disrupted the quarterback's rhythm. Anytime you can come that close to picking off a pass, it makes him think just a little bit more.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. They come out in an empty backfield. Catches it, and he's looking for more. And down he goes, around the 28-yard line.
Unbelievable pass. They don't care what down it is.
Makes it 1st and 10.
We're at play number 9 of this current drive. Caught, open field. And he's tackled around the 11-yard line.
Now they want to throw this ball.
First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Question is right here.
So at the end of the third quarter,
Great.
UCF in front, 29-19. Back in this very pivotal fourth quarter. He's on the run. Slides down. Picks up 5 on the scramble. Here's the 11th play of the drive. He's going to try and scramble. And they make the stop at the 1. He scrambles and picks up 5.
22 rushes.
It's third down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker. They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield. It's up, and it is good. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Both sides have made their way back out, and we're just about set to get going again. He gets out to about the 37-yard line. Quick throw. He's tackled around the 48-yard line.
That's a big 15 right there. That makes it first and 10.
From the 48-yard line. First down. Now he tries to buy some time. And he's taken down at the 36-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards. First down.
He's under some heat. He gets rid of this one. Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 36. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
That's good for a gain of 20 yards. First down.
All right, G, let's go, let's go, let's go. Easy, easy, easy. Rally! Rally!
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up second and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Touchdown, FSU. And the quarterback stays on the field as they try for the two-point conversion. They're crowding that line of scrimmage. Here's a handoff, left side. They got it. So with under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth, the score, Central Florida 32, Florida State 27. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Sends it sailing downfield. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. He scrambled. Tackle made right around the 36-yard line.
That's why I miss Smile. What the freak, dude?
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 36. He's scrambling. They bring the quarterback down.
He can't get another sack. He's got 8.
Scrambling around. He's taken down at the 37-yard line.
Take it off.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
We've got 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 37. Excellent open field tackle.
That's a deep. Ball been 4th and 5.
McCarthy awaits the snap. And this one is a beauty. He'll take it from the 8. He's out to the 30. The 50. Inside the 30. And he returns it the distance for the lead. Thanks to a great stop by the defense and then a marvelous punt return for the touchdown. Now they find themselves ahead. Well, folks, if you've been with us for the whole game, you haven't been disappointed. And those of you just tuning in, you are in for a treat. You don't really gain anything by kicking the extra point here, so they'll go for 2 and try to go up by 3. Just under 3 to go in regulation. He's in for the conversion.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh,
They line up to
Lord,
kick this one
have
away.
mercy.
Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a
Can't
touchback.
freaking tackle these dudes.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way.
Watch the team. Watch the team.
the 31-yard line.
Call it a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down.
Check 52.
Fires quickly. He's got the tailback on another catch. And he tackles him hard at the
Shit.
39-yard line.
Hey, stop. Holy cow.
First down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 39.
Check 3. Kill.
The defense
In the
always
game.
likes to see a pass broken up, but getting the turnover would have been really big.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
In the game.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Just under 2 to go in the game. Now he's scrambling. Brought down around the 42-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd down and 7 to go. Ball on their own 42.
Let's go. Easy. Kill.
Sets up a screen. Tailback's got it. He's at the 40. And he's finally shoved out at the 29-yard line. Another catch, and he's up to 100 yards now.
I think the quarterback and this receiver right now are clearly in the zone. The defense needs to do a better job of adjusting their defense to be able to slow him down. He now has over 100 yards receiving in this game.
And so much for the bowl game jitters. Just a great performance today by this young man. They go to the left for a nice game.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. Inside the 10. He's in. Touchdown. And they take the lead. And he hits the PAT. Central Florida gets set to kick this one away. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And they can forget about returning this one. The Seminoles coaching staff and the entire team knows that this is the guy that can win it for them.
Well, the offense has to find a way to get the football into the hands of this running back, whether it's a simple toss sweep or maybe a ball out of the backfield where he can catch it in space. Any way that they can get the football to him to see if he can spring one to maybe get the field goal range, or who knows, maybe take it to the house.
Even in a game this close, I think it's going to take something very unexpected to change the outcome. But that doesn't mean it won't happen. And he's hit immediately.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Under a minute left in the game. He's on the run. Throws out to the running back, no good.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 37-yard line, it's 2nd down. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 44.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down.
Easy, 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 easy. Stingray! Stingray!
Fires quickly, and he's got his man. They'll bring him down at about the 41.
Too easy, too easy.
First down.
Let's go, let's go. Easy, easy, easy. Left on that. Easy, easy, easy. Switch, switch, switch.
Fires that quickly, incomplete.
Number 88, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Check, check.
Ball on the 41.
Thunder!
Makes the first down catch. He's knocked out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
First down.
The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers.
Easy, easy, easy. Eagle! 36.
And he snags that one. And he's immediately tackled. The Seminoles taking their first time out of the half.
3 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
PS3, dog. PS3.
Defense stacked in tight here.
Easy, easy, easy.
Touchdown, and they take the lead. So the kicker will line up here and try to give his team a 3-point lead with this extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A nice 8-play, 75-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
Brett, I thought the key to that drive really had a lot to do with the quarterback and the receivers getting in sync, making it very tough for the defense to slow him down.
He sends this one deep. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
All right, survive this Hail Mary.
We've seen this guy make some big plays for his team tonight.
Well, what's great about this offense is having a quarterback that can hurt you both running and throwing. And we've seen that today. You know, he's one of those quarterbacks that has the ability to hurt you with his arm and his legs. So if protection breaks down, he's got the ability to escape, get upfield, and score touchdowns as we've seen here today.
He's going to try and scramble. Big opening. That tackle just sealed the deal.
Damn.
And so that's going to do it. Our final score in this one, Florida State 42, Central Florida 39. As we finish up the broadcast, what do you have to say about how this game turned out, Kurt?
I'm sad to see this one in because it was a great game to watch. UCF played a good game out there, but they needed to make 1 or 2 more big plays, and they couldn't do it. Who knows? Another couple of minutes, and this one may have gone the other way.
Here's a look at our player of the game. EA Sports will donate $10,000 in his name to his school's general scholarship fund. For Florida State, they tack on another win to improve to 11-3. And for the Knights, they lose this one late in the season, and it gives them a 9-4 record.
Ooh, that was tough. That was a tough one. Especially with the freaking picks early on. Getting robbed. Literally robbed. Taken away from me. One. Ah, boo. That one was wildly thrown, so I forget what that first one was. Come on. That right there is crazy. Why the Grizzlies are giving up those picks for him?